how can we do the hyperparameter sweep. We had trained 3 different experiments with their different configurations. Now this is the time where we need to select the appropriate winner model that we are going to use in production or stage. So in this video we are going to learn how can we register a model, and then how can we promote the model to appropriate staging, production, and also how can we retrieve any model, meaning using their production stage alias we are going to get the model and do some inference from it. So if you have been watching this video for first time, this playlist has 2 more videos, make sure to watch them. So this time I have written the code because otherwise it will become a very big video. So if you remember from our train baseline, we are doing the same thing. We are just setting up everything, as you can see. Now this is the main function which is responsible for getting an experiment. So tracking URI will be same for all, and it is going to create a client using MLflow client. We have instantiated a client object and we are getting a specific experiment that we have done. So we will be retrieving this experiment that we have done, and we are trying to register our model from there. So once we get the experiment, then we are going to do a search. So from this experiment ID, get all of the F1 scores in the decrement order. So we wanted the best model, so we are getting this is a condition. I mean, we can get all experiment, but we are getting on basis of some conditions. So we have calculated the F1 manual score. On the basis of that we are getting the runs. So let's collect the first run, because from them best F1 score will be the best model. So let's collect the best model. We need to in the best model you have info and you get the run ID, and using that run ID we will take the model name that we want, it's smartphone return RF, and we are going to register that model. So once this is done, we will get the MV model and we will get the versions by dot version, and we can also then set the alias as best with that model version, because we will set from this experiment whatever model have the highest F1 score will get the alias of best. So upon running this script, we should see a model getting registered. So let me run it. So let's run this code. So here you can see we got the I have actually run this code one more time. So if you are when you will run, it will get created with version 1. Since I am running it second time, then we are getting the model as version 2. So if you go, you see the model has registered with version 2 and alias as best. Its input characteristic is present, like which are the signatures, which are the feature vector it needs, and the output that it generates from this model. And then you can go to the source run artifact. Everything is present over here. Its estimator, peer curve, and everything is present over here. So this is how you do the registration. So this is the first step. Now moving on to next step is the promotion. So In production scenario, you're not going to change your code. You will be referring to the production scheme like staging, or people also say it pre-prod. Then we go to prod environment. So we need a way so that we can pick the best model and then first promote it to stage, and next if it satisfies the criteria, then we can promote it to production. So first thing first, this function is just a helper so that we can reuse this same function to send this model to multiple stage like staging, production, or archive. So from here again same rule, you set your tracking URI, MLflow client, and then you create a client. Now what we need to do, we will collect information from user. Like right now I'll give the user that which model version that you want to get. So because we want always the best model, to anytime we do any experimentation, from that experimentation we want the best model. So let's retrieve the best model, and we need its version. Otherwise we can also provide the version, that's also possible. Then in the MLflow client there's method transition model version stage. You need to provide the model name, which is the same thing, and then the version, which version, and then you need to at what stage you want to promote. Right now the existing version usually get archived, so we don't want that. We want to give that model as well. So once this is done, it is going to promote it to any desired elevation we want. So once that is done, then we are also going to set the alias for that model, and let's run this code. Now this is how, at what stage, let's first promote it to staging. So you see alias staging v2. Again why v2? Because I had run this before from v1, it will elevate to v2 because now v2 version is the best one. So v2 has been moved to stage. If you go v2 version 2 and you see staging, it has been promoted to stage level. Now same thing, you just need to provide next thing. Let's test for the production. So let's move this to production. Promote model to production. So v2 has been moved to production. Let's see. Now it has the add production alias. Now whenever you are going to make any API, so there you want to ensure that you always refer the production model. So how can you ensure that you always load the production model in your API? So for this I have created this file which is going to load the production model, and it is going to do some inference. So same thing, MLflow set the tracking URI, and from there we will use MLflow sklearn.load model, because we have got our random forest model from sklearn. We are going to give the model URI, and this is just the helper function which is going to read some sample inputs from our dataset, and then it is going to do the predictions, model.predict. So let's see. So let's see. Yeah, so it has loaded this model, smartphone returns, random forest, production, and this is the first 10 predictions. So 0 means it won't get returned, 1 means it will get returned. So this is what is expected, and this is how you do model management in MLflow, and you can see this model from this sweep. This model has got the been getting promoted to you can see this model got promoted. Now in the next lesson, how we are going to learn about how can we validate and promote on basis of criteria. Like this is what is called champion challenger based schema, where we are going to create a condition, and on basis of that condition, let's say any F1 score or AUC score, we are going to do like next because next time when you are going to run the experiment, you again will get best model. So then you already have a prod model. You wanted to ensure that the best model beats the production model, then and only we are going to accept it as a production model. So in the next lesson, we are going to learn how exactly we can achieve this. And thank you for watching this.